Before we step into the energies of new beginnings, before we take that walk into the vibrational energy of 2026, the year of the fire horse, we must pause, take a breath, and look at what we are carrying because we can't enter that new timeline with old energy weighing us down, weighing our vessel and our spirit and also our soul. We got to let that for sizzle my nizzle go. So we are going to walk into 2026 holding a beautiful, powerful vision of ourselves. We're going to bring in that positive energy. We're going to let go what we outgrown. We're going to claim clarity. We're going to use that beautiful energy while bringing in that emotional beautiful vibrance, that mental vibrance, and also the spiritual space is cleared and ready to go. But we are going to take our time day by day to clear out what is old from ourselves so that we can release everything and anything that no longer serves your purpose, your peace, your growth, and your divine expansion. Okay, this is going to be your mental reset so that when we get ready for 2026, we are off and running. We're riding that horse coming in. Yeah, I am ready because we're going to bring in that beautiful energy. So now, when we're doing this releasing, it's not a punishment. Okay, it's preparation. So we are going to take the necessary steps to make room for those beautiful blessings, those new opportunities, that deeper insight, and the life that feels good now, not later. Okay? You want to feel alive right now? So let's go in step by step on what you may be ready to release. Now, as I give you the examples, I want you to pay very close attention to your body because your body is going to react. For instance, your chest might tighten. You might do an exhale deeply, or you're feeling your spirit and soul saying, yeah, I'm tired of carrying that. Okay. So they're speaking, your soul and your spirit. They're telling you it's time to make that change. So let me go over the 8 releases that we must do, okay, during this week. And I'm going to go over some of the things I have found out. And then if you have others that you want to release, write it down because this is going to help you evolve into the new you. All right. Number 1, emotional releases. Now, you must release the resentment that hardens your heart. You got to release that. That resentment of negative things that happened this year, the last year, year before that, all that negative resentment that hardened your heart, the betrayal, let it go. Guilt that was never yours to carry. Emotional responsibilities for others. Okay, sometimes people put us in that responsibility category and they want you to be responsible for them when they can be responsible for themselves. Okay. The next, bottled up sadness. Can't bring that sadness in 2026. You gotta let it go. The belief that you must be strong at all times. Okay. These emotional weights blocks your softness, your intuition, and your joy. They keep you closed hearted, right? One thing we have to do, got to have an open heart, an open mind, okay? When this is open, this is open. When this is feeling good, that's feeling good. So we got to have that reciprocating energy from your heart space to your mind space to be in a flow. The next, mental and mindset releases, negative self talk. Got to let that go. Overthinking. That's a hard one because we all overthink. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. What's this? What's that? Gotta let that go. Fear of taking risk. Okay, that's one big one. Fear. Fear of opening yourself up. Fear from letting people know how you feel about them. Fear about anything that will stop you in your tracks. Fear. Gotta let it go. Old stories about who you used to be. Those old stories, okay, we can use it as a life lesson, but we already learned from that. We don't have to rehash or revisit. We learned it already. It's time to move on to use new stories that will give us that motivation, invigoration to keep going and keep striving. Because why? These thoughts shape your reality. Now, when you release them, you start to rewire your future. So we have to take the time to let it go. All right. The next one, spiritual releases. And this is a big one because even though we're trying to release the energetic cords from past relationships, karmic cycles that we see repeating, doubt in your intuition, taking on burdens that are not yours, and people drawing in negative energy to drain your aura. Okay. These spiritual tries can bring so much havoc to your life force and it blocks your creativity and your clarity. So what we have to do, and this is where black magic come in because they use your weaknesses against you so they can manipulate you. We got to start building up our spiritual strength. Okay. More spiritual hygiene must be done. Okay, if you feel something is not right, go and find out from the practitioner of the light or a shaman who has that ability to help you see. Okay. And use that energy, okay, to help you. Also, EMF. If there's things with EMF around you, it's time to clear that out. That's another thing they just said. EMF. Look into that. The next. Okay. Sorry, I'm going a little fast. These spiritual ties can drain your life force. So you need to look into every aspect and see what are some of the things that's draining and impeding your spiritual releases. The next one, four, physical release. All right. Clutter steals your mental space. Gotta declutter. Gotta let all that stuff go. Unhealthy routines, environments that suffocate your growth. And I'm going to add on to this, people that suffocates your growth. Got to release that. All right. Poor sleeping patterns. We'll talk about that too. And foods that lower your vibration. You have to look into all of these physical aspects so that your physical space is always reflecting your inner world. What do I mean by that? Declutter your mind, then you have the able to have clearer thought process, changing the unhealthy routines. Okay, are you indulging in too much junk food, or are you ingesting too much alcohol, or you're having the fast foods and you're not eating more healthier foods? Look into what is some of the things you're doing that's bringing your health down. The environment, or have you outgrown the environment that you're in because you're feeling suffocated? Okay. Again, suffocation is not good because why? It's sucking the life out of you, it's smothering you. You don't want to feel that. You want to feel up, going, moving. The neutrons and protons in you are moving, they're not stuck. They're trying to move and they can't move. We got to get that energy going. Okay. So, again, we got to move that beautiful energy so it reflects inner and outer. Okay. The next, relationship releases. One sided friendships. That's one. Two, partners who limit your growth. Three, families who cross your boundaries. Four, people who only reach out when they need something. And five, connections you spiritually outgrown. And I'm going to add physically outgrown. All right. Those are some of the things you outgrown because not everyone is meant to go with you into your next season. Okay. It was a season. You listen, you learn, you know who's for you, you know who values you know who respects you. Those are the people that go with you to your next season. The people that use and abuse and they want to take, and not value you, let them go because they are not part of your new season. The next, behavioral releases. Procrastination, people pleasing, saying yes when you want to say no. And that's your spirit saying, tell them no. Stop telling them yes. Gotta go. Staying silent when you need to use your voice. Okay. And avoiding your goals out of fear of failure. And that's a biggie for all of us because why? We don't want to fail. We don't want to feel that, we didn't do the best for ourselves. Okay. We have to identify these behaviors and disguise them that they are not a cage, but as a safety mechanism. When you use procrastination, that can be a crutch. Okay. You got the perfect idea, but then I'll wait. This is not, no, I don't feel right. I don't have the right people. That came into your mind from that vision you had, and you're waiting. Okay. It's now to seize that moment. Stop procrastinating. Jump in full force. Okay. People pleasing. The only thing you please is you. If everybody out there that's want to people please, this and that, yada, 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 who's pleasing you? They're not because they see it. Oh, that's a people pleaser. Let's just keep getting that pleasing from them. No, please you. Please the beautiful things that you want to create. Please the things that you see within you. Please yourself. Okay, build up that confidence. That's what you have to do. And let that go. Now, you are not in a cage. Okay, you're not in a clear box because it feels safe in that box. No, give me a sledgehammer and I'm breaking that box. All right, because why? I want to be out there. I want to do what I have to do. I want to do my mission so I can help others. Okay, and have that beautiful tribe and have the beautiful collaborations of helping and working with the people in my same energy that I have, you know? You can tell when people are in the same wavelength as you and you make that connection and things become beautiful and positive. And that's what we want. We want that. The next, energetic releases. Now, this can be a little of what the person is trying to do with the black magic or things that we have to get rid of. First thing off, old trauma stuck in your aura, jealousy sent your way. Okay. And that is an energy. So, jealous energy that's sent to your way, stagnant energy in your home. And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Shame blocking creativity, anxiety tied to the past. Now, when your energy is cluttered and stuck and stagnant, your destiny becomes unclear, unfulfilling, unmotivating. Now, going back to the stagnant energy in your home, this is your home, believe it or not. This is your first home. Why? Your spirit and your soul is inside of you. That's your first home. Then you have the other home, okay? The apartment, house, the condo, the penthouse, okay? The studio apartment, the irregular apartment, your RV. That's cool. But anyway, that's your second home. Your first home is you. You have to take the time to really get clear about your energy. Get rid of all of these things in number seven, the energetic releases. Get rid of all that. Release the old trauma that's stuck in your aura. Okay. If you feel that energy, negative energy that's sent to you, all right, you got so many up here, jealous and stagnant, that could be sent to you. Okay. Your enemy don't want you to move on. They want you to stay stuck and stagnant. They don't want you to have the life you envision because why? They got a reading and they saw what you are supposed to do, where you're supposed to go. Okay? All that comes into play. So we have to take the steps to understand it, sit with it, and let that for shizzle my nizzle go. Okay? You gotta let that go because you have to do your destiny. Okay? You made your contract with our Heavenly Father that what you are going to do, you got to do it. Okay? No matter what. Even if we have to detour around little things, but we get back on that road and we do what we have to do. The next and final one, practical life releases. Okay. Jobs that don't align, obligations taken from guilt. That's a biggie. Projects your spirit have left behind. Overspending to soothe. Pursuing goals that were never truly yours. I emphasize yours. Your outer life must align with your inner truth. And if you're not in your inner truth, you're in a facade that you are not doing the real thing. You're not authentic with your energy, your time, and your vision. You're not authentic. Okay. So we have to get into that better alignment to find out what is your inner truth. Now, the next activity, because I gave you one activity with the newsletter when we just set everything on fire. Okay. We're not going to do that. So I like that, but no, we're not going to do that. But now, since we identified what is weighing you down, now it's time to shift your timeline so that you can feel and see your 2026 brand new beginning. Okay. That inner force that's fiery, passionate, adventurous. That's what we want. So, we're going to do some journal activities, and I want you to try to do it during the week, or when you have a moment, you go back to the podcast and then you come back to this section, and then you could do that while you have no interruptions. You're to yourself, you're doing the activities so that you can feel the change within, and then you see it without. So, we are going to take a moment, and I want everybody to take a deep breath in right now. Just take a deep breath in and let it go. Bring in positive energy, let go the negative. Okay? Bring in positive, let go negative. Feel a little anxiety. I don't know who's out there that having that anxiety, but let's do it again. Bring in positive energy and releasing, release. Come on, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Release that anxiety. All right. I feel it going down. All right. Now we're gonna take our journal or a sheet of paper, and I want you to write down these questions, and then I want you to put these little answers to it. All right, we're going to go through it slowly. All right, if you want, you can use your app on your phone if you're not next to a notebook or whatever. All right, you're not with your journal, get your little app on your phone for notes, and we're going to go through the line. I'm going to read them very slowly so that you can figure out which sentence is yours and that you are going to use that prompt to help you release and reset yourselves. Okay, this is releasing the old, and the first one is the following. What am I holding on? I'm sorry, let me start that again. My computer is looping right now because I have everything written up. Okay, let's start again. What am I holding on to that drains me? And really think about that. Okay. Number two, what habits or beliefs have expired in my life? All right. Again, keyword expire. Put that underline under there or make it bold. Okay. Number three, what version of myself am I finally ready to release? Okay. And number four, if I let this go, what part of me would feel free? Okay, like the movie Braveheart, freedom, he yelled out. All right, I want you to be that Braveheart. I want you to yell out, I am free, I got freedom. This is what I need. Okay, the next, okay, stepping into 2026. Now, what new beginning is calling my name? Think about that. We did all this beautiful work. Now we are going to step in 2026. And the first thing we're going to say is, what new beginning is calling my name? I want you to think about that, feel it. Number six, what does my spirit desire in 2026? Now, I know I said spirit, but I also want to put in the soul. So let's rephrase that. What does my soul and spirit desires in 2026? Okay. Number seven, where in my life do I need more fire, more courage, more movement? Okay. Now, are you ready? The fire horse activation. Yes. Where have I been playing small? And this is a big one. I want you to look at every aspect in your life, and I want you to write down, where have I been playing small? Because when you understand that concept, we're not doing that in 2026. We're going to be big, vibrant, okay? We're going to be out. That flame is going to, we're going to be that big flame, okay? Now, what am I afraid to admit I want? Okay. Another, what are some of the things that's making you afraid? Okay. Gotta do it. I know it's kind of hard. I'm feeling the resentment of, uh, no, gotta let it go. Okay. Move on. And the next, what would my fearless self do first? Okay. Now, that's your activation so that you can say to yourself, hmm, I've been playing small. Why and where? Then the next one, I'm afraid to admit I want. What are some of the things you're afraid of? Put it down. And being fearless. What would my fearless self do first, right now, at this moment? We all have it, okay? You got to wake them up. Wake up. What's the fearless in me? Come on, wake up. I need to know. Wake them up. Because why? Certain things in our life is dormant, and we got to wake it up, okay? Now, creating a life that feels good now. That's what we always wanted each and every year. But there's something that stands in our way that's keeping us stuck and stagnant or putting us back to sleep. So we got to wake up, okay? We got to do this. Now, this would be number 11. What feels good to my spirit today? Okay? What is that making your spirit and soul feel good right now, today, at this moment? What's making you feel good? Is it listening to the podcast? Is it doing the newsletter activity? Okay. What is some of the things that's making your spirit feels good? Okay. Now, what do I no longer want to tolerate? Okay. This is really going in deep, okay? Deep to your inner compass. What are some of the things that you were tolerating, okay? And now is the day that you bring them out and say, I no longer tolerate that, okay? All that stuff that was bringing you down and you just sitting there and just taking it in and taking it in, not reacting, okay? That pressure cooker moment is not going to happen. We're not going to explode. No. Okay. We turn on the flame. The steam is coming down. And now you are going to say to yourself, what do I no longer tolerate? And put that down. Okay. This is part of your growth because we are not tolerating the BS anymore. We're letting this go. We're making ourselves feel better. We're making ourselves feel that I'm here for a purpose and I'm going to do it. Here in 2025, in the second week of December, till the new 2020 Fire Horse year of new beginnings, we're going to jump into that energy. So we're doing it now. Okay. Now, the next and final question I want you to say is what small changes can I make today that will shift my energy immediately? Okay. What small little thing that you could do starting right now that will shift that energy right now, fast, so that you can start feeling better, doing things you want to do, getting that encouragement going. That is what we have to work on. Now, your declaration. Now, I want you to really, really, I mean to the core, say these words and declare them. Okay? I release the version of me who settled. That's one. Two, I release all energy that block my clarity and confidence. Number three, I choose a life that feels good now. Keyword now. And the finally, and the final, I'm stepping into 2026 with courage, fire, and alignment. You have your beautiful declarations here. Now, if you are putting together your own personal declarations, that's what you're going to use starting today. I declare and decree, I release the negative people in my life. I declare and decree that all the energies that's blocking my growth is gone. I declare and decree that I am stepping into 2026 with courage, fire, and alignment and make it strong. Okay? When you do your prayers, you ask who you believe in and put in your decree that my decree in this moment right now, I release all things that are standing in my way. I declare and decree, I release all of the people who are standing in the way of my life, and so on. Okay? But say it as you mean it. Not wishy washy, not weak. Bring that fiery self out of you and say it with conviction. Say it like you mean it. Okay? That's putting in that declare, that energy, because that's what you want. Okay. Now, these prompts are your new spiritual keys. Every answer you write down is opening that beautiful door to 2026. You are doing this with the better mindset, that growth mindset that you release and acknowledge whatever burdens that are holding you back and you are lifting them away or burning them away. Okay? And every truth you face brings you closer to your new beginning. Okay? And remember, you can't walk into the fire of your destiny if you're carrying all those ashes of the past. So you got to let it go. Okay? They're ashes, gone. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. They're gone. You feel lighter, you feel brighter, and you are ready to do what you have to do for your new year of 2026. This is your moment. This is your reset, and this is your rise. So let's say that ending prayer. Heavenly Father, our Lord Jesus Christ, thank you for this empowering moment and allowing us to bring in that powerful 2026 energy now. Even though we are trying to transform everything in our lives in 2025, and we will let that go with your love and your power and your beautiful, bright energy to help us release what no longer serve us will happen. Amen. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. And until we meet again, we are going to work on something new. But I want you to start doing this now to release what no longer serves you. Mwah. Talk to you guys soon. Take care. Until we meet again. Bye bye.